We are live at the 44th National Sports Collectors Convention here in Cleveland, Ohio at the IX Center, and we just happened to run into Blake and Gregg Williams, part of the Come Get Some show that can be seen on Big Play, the Big Play Network, which is one of the fastest growing sports networks in the country, as well as Bally's currently. Talk to us a little bit about the show and how that came about and what you're looking forward to doing with that moving forward.
Just one of those random fortuitous things. It went from never having a chance, an opportunity, because of just our life in football, to go to a pregame or any sort of like tailgate. It was like we had the opportunity last year, so week one we're crashing the Muni Lot. This is happening, and to then hooking up with Big Play, there, and one thing led to another. We're like, hey, yeah, we'll do a show, and then it just continued to scale and spiral. Like naturally, we're gonna call it "Come Get Some."
And the show's real. I mean, you guys have been in this business, not the media side, but in the coaching side, in the perspective you guys give. I watch it. It is very real, more so than somebody that's been in just media their whole lives.
Thank you for that. I mean, that's what we're going for. We're trying to be as real as we can be on TV, right? So give them a little bit of a look behind the scenes on like what those locker rooms are like, or what those meetings were like, what those games were like, those sidelines were like. When we bring on our Aaron Donalds, our Blaine Bishops, some of the guests we've had on here, this season, for season 2, and just kind of show that camaraderie, that come get some, behind the scenes of what it really is.
And I tell the host of the show, make sure you don't ask me a question that's going to hurt somebody else's feelings, because I'm going to say exactly how it is.
Well, that's what we love about you, Coach. We've seen that for the few years that you've been here in Cleveland.
Coach, we saw you out here the other day. Blake is out here as well. You guys came back. What brought you back on your own accord?
We fell in love with Cleveland, fell in love with Berea. My son's been with me on all the different stops along the way, growing up in the business and then going into the business, coaching in the NFL. But he fell in love with Berea, and when he retired from coaching, made his home here. And I'm waiting to get back in the league a little bit right now, so I came up here to spend time with him and the grandkids, and now the new show, Come Get Some.
So you came back to Cleveland, but you also came back to the national show here. What appealed to you?
I mean, we didn't know exactly, like you said, we were on the main stage on day one to open it. It was funny, talking through it, we thought, okay, we're gonna help get exposure to this and have more people come in. And then we were just trying to get into the parking lot and come in. We said, they're not gonna need us to get more exposure to this. We had no idea, but we wanted to come back. Really what happened was, after we got off the stage, we came back here with friends and saw, we've been at Super Bowls, Pro Bowls, all these all-star games, these huge sporting events. It pales, all those pale in comparison to the accumulated star power. Yeah, that's star power at these things. So we wanted to come back today, see Warren Moon and Dan Marino, Johnny Football, right? Bo Jackson, just people, friends of ours, and just come and hang out and catch up. You don't get this opportunity very often, to see everybody in one place.
So you guys have been in locker rooms, you've signed autographs yourselves hundreds, thousands of times. Do you guys have anything personal that you've kept along the way? A piece of memorabilia?
Oh yeah, tons and tons of memorabilia.
We have tons and tons of memorabilia. In fact, in my man cave at home, you can only get up on the wall on the man cave. You have to be a Hall of Fame quarterback that I coached against and beat you, and to get up there. And so there's 20, 25 NFL Hall of Fame quarterbacks that are on my wall, and the only jersey that's not a quarterback on my wall is from the legendary Jim Brown that I got a chance to have in office right next.
I was going to say the same thing. I mean, I've got so many, jerseys and signed stuff, stuff with everybody at the Pro Bowl and everybody, but one of my favorite in my man cave here in Berea is my personalized signed framed Jim Brown photo that I got from my time at the Browns when he was still around, all the time, and signed that for me. That's one of my favorite pieces.
But we appreciate your few minutes with us here.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for everything you guys do for the fans. It's important for the fans. Okay, I appreciate you too.
guys.
Thanks to Blake and Greg Williams out here live at the 44th National Sports Collectors Convention in Cleveland, Ohio at the IX Center. This is such an amazing display of fandom, camaraderie, sports, and entertainment. Stay tuned. Greeny Sports Cards Live.